So hello everyone. We thought it would be fun to give you a peek at just some of the DreamArc's invitations and adventures, both so that you can get a feel for what's inside the course and even more importantly, to motivate you to dive deep, discover, and experience. Now keep in mind that the DreamArc actually lives inside of your life. So while you'll find countless invitations within the online program, you'll find just as many, if not more, arising organically and serendipitously in your everyday waking and dreaming life. Okay, let's begin. It's in the Enter the DreamArc section that you'll receive a warm, rich, and comprehensive invitation into your whole adventure. We really encourage everybody to spend a loving chunk of time in there, especially or ideally at the beginning of your journey, but definitely at some point if you're one of those people who just can't help but leap right into the most juicy bits. Now, one of the biggest invitations of all is the magnificent interactive animal codex, profoundly written by Richard and lovingly illustrated by Rosie. The codex is a whole world in itself, one that invites you even deeper into your journey, breathing meaning and magic into the world around you and into your waking and sleeping dreams. Now, in the Three Realms section, you'll find some lovely invitations too. The first thing you can do is click on each of these three icons to learn about the realms from Richard our Sage. The top button will take you to a short video on the upper world from a DreamArc perspective, which is connected to the birds or vision keys. The middle button will take you to a video on the middle world, which is connected to the mammals or life keys. The bottom button will take you to a video on the lower or underworld, which is connected to the insects, reptiles, and sea creatures or the fear keys. Keep going and you'll be invited to learn more about Rosie's arts process, how she brought through the 192 animal images that make up the DreamArc Codex. Keep going and you'll experience the three realms through the powerful and incredibly versatile voice of Snow Raven, a heart and mind-blowing shamanic sound healer from the Republic of Saka in Arctic Siberia, who from the age of 3 years old has been learning the language of the birds and animals, traveling around the world in service of soul healing, environmental activism, and the reemergence of indigenous wisdom. Finally, in this section, you're invited to meet and experience the three portal creatures, the magical beings who bridge the three worlds. You'll find three powerful meditative transmissions by Richard, one for the woodpecker, bringing in the gift of rhythm, one for the camel, bringing the gift of resilience, and one for the praying mantis, bringing the gift of ritual. One of the most important invitations you'll receive in this section is to learn all about the cosmic life web, both as a metaphor and as a literal vessel for your journey that we really encourage you to create. Should you choose to create your own life web, you can use your own materials, objects from nature, the materials we provide in the course, which you're also going to find here on this page, or all of the above. Here you'll also receive your very first invitation to explore one of Sally's stories. Sally's stories are sprinkled throughout the DreamArc course. Here she shares and beautifully illustrates how she's created and continued to evolve her own life web using the materials we've provided, in addition to natural objects and all sorts of material, items, books, oracle cards, and more that she's gathered along the way. In the LifeWeb section, you'll also receive the invitation to learn more about and commune with the Galactic Dreamweaver spider, watch Richard's beautiful video, listen to the music by Theo and Dave Hoover, and visit the spider in the Codex to learn even more. Moving on to the Guardians, the very first of the 12 quests. This is the place of initiation, the place where we're all invited to begin our adventure. Here, as in all of the 12 categories, you'll encounter an abundance of invitations, the most significant being the setting of your intentions for your whole adventure and the creation of your own unique ritual. And now for a broader look. There are 12 main categories or quests in the DreamArc, each teeming with invitations and adventures. In the first, explore the terrain step in every category. You'll be invited to watch and be oriented by a wisdom teaching from Richard our Sage and a riff from Rosie our Guide. These offerings include their own invitations from the most spiritually profound to the most down-to-earth and practical. In the second step of all quests, everyone is invited to find their own animal in a fun and magical way. Of course, your animal might make itself known to you in your everyday life. It might approach you in the forest, visit you in a dream, or land on your nose. But if you'd like some fun support, you'll find unique, intuitive, and/or oracular invitations inside of the course to help you discover your animal. Just a few examples. You might ask Luna the Oracle Dog to help you find your unifier. You might click on a place in the world map to find your journeyer. You might choose a poetic piece of writing by Richard to find your dreamer. Or you might choose a particular animal sound to find your messenger. You get the idea. The point is that the sheer act of choosing your animals is an intuitive, playful adventure in its own right. One of the main places where you'll encounter all sorts of experiential and adventurous invitations is in the third step of all quests, the dive-in section. In each of these pages, you'll see all sorts of buttons and symbols on them. These symbols are like magical doorways, here to awaken your curiosity and hone your intuition. Take the changers. Every invitation on this page is here to support you through some sort of transformation. One button will invite you to transform your emotions by going to or spending time near or in a body of water. Another will invite you to transform the contents of your mind by visiting a wise person. Another will invite you to initiate a spiritual transformation through a fire ceremony. Another will support you in experiencing a transformation in your body by connecting you with the earth. In the Journeyers category, you'll find all kinds of exciting invitations, like the invitation to go on an actual real-life pilgrimage or a quest that maybe takes you across the ocean, to spend time in your favorite places and see which animals come to you there, to go on a solitary retreat, to walk a labyrinth, to explore a dream through active imagination. In the Warriors category, you'll find invitations to embody your warrior animal, to connect with your treeness, to become decisive like a samurai, or to break an old habitual pattern. I could go on and on since there are over 100 invitations waiting for you in these dive-in pages, but it's most important that I remind you that you don't have to say yes to every single one of them, not at all. It's about radically trusting your intuition, clicking on a dive-in symbol in the course that speaks to you, or invitation that just comes to you through your own life, and then surrendering to the adventure that only you are meant to have. The fourth step in each quest is called Receive Some Inspiration, and this is where our Dream Arc Journeyers are invited to meet a whole bunch of our amazing contributors, including guest Indigenous wisdom keepers from around the world, healing artists, storytellers, performers, dreamers, speakers, dream tale creators, musicians, and featured visual artists. The fifth step in every category, Expand Your Circle, is a giant invitation to connect with each other, with other Dream Arc Journeyers by going into the forum. We encourage all of you to spend time in there, explore, read, be inspired, share about your journey. Invite each other into smaller local or virtual groups where you can deepen your explorations with each other's support. The sixth and final step in each category invites you to reveal your next step, where you'll find 3 creative and fun options for you and your intuition to consider. I'd, of course, be remiss if I didn't mention all of the oracles in the Dream Arc, all there to invite synchronicity and serendipity into your life. The Sloth Oracle, in particular, is chock full of invitations, especially crafted to help you find the adventurous power of the pause. And then there's the final invitation that actually lives as an ongoing one throughout your entire journey, and that is the invitation to discover your kin. Though there will always be many creatures who can support and will aid you over time, this kin creature will share an intimate bond with you for the rest of your life. I could go on and on, but lucky for you, I will not. I hope this has given you a taste of all of the invitations and adventures waiting for you inside of the Dream Arc and inside of your own life.